Alright, BobalosRex here. Now, I'm not live with this react as I was with the other ones, but I haven't seen most of what happened here. I may have read a few things, but I am reacting to the What's Next panel for WoW Classic. I want to see more about what's coming with that Season of Discovery.
Here's our next presentation.
So
World of Warcraft Classic. What's next?
Hopefully this sounds good. I don't got my stream on to tell me what's going on. Right.
Hola, Blizzcon! Hi!
Alright, I'm ready. She
My
got a
name
fancy
is Ana
outfit.
Resendes, and I am one of the 2 lead software engineers on the World of Warcraft Classic team. Today,
Alright.
yeah.
She making this
Today, I will
this
be
stuff,
joined by 3 other of my members of the Classic team.
which is good.
Josh Greenfield, our senior producer.
Alright.
Nora Valera, my fellow lead software engineer.
Alright.
And Tim Jones, our team's lead designer.
Oh my god, he made it fancy.
It is an honor for us to represent the Classic team and talk to you about so many of the things we're working on WoW Classic. So
All
today,
right.
let's talk about the Classic journey so far.
We
plus
got Kata
Cataclysm
and
Classic,
Season of Discovery.
Hardcore, and a newer season. Season of Discovery.
Alright. Do I have the captions?
Yeah. So you know, WoW was
We don't have the
WoW Classic
caption.
was announced at a Blizzcon 6 years ago. And
There
ever
we
since
go.
that day, the team
Those
worked
were
really hard
hilarious.
to bring those
We need
precious
them.
memories of WoW to you and to me. The Classic journey officially started when you joined us in 2019 back in Azeroth creating a new character. Remembering the importance of having a good wand and being careful of how many mobs you pull at a time.
This new season's got me interested.
We went through the journey of getting your first mount and feeling like you were riding the most powerful machine, making all those level 10s jealous of your speed.
Oh yeah.
Eventually, we hit 60 levels.
Remember that day.
And we went on to face some of the
Well,
most
originally,
iconic
not in Classic.
challenges,
I didn't get to it
including
in
the
Classic.
Fire Lord himself, Lord Ragnaros. We ran the gong of Anchorage and saw new Scar Lords walking among us. We completed our journey at level 60 by adventuring into Naxxramas with 39 other of our friends. In 2021, the Dark Portal opened, and us brave heroes stepped forward into a new world.
They need to bring
face the
back some of
Born
those
Legion.
rewards.
In Outland, we learned to fly and see the world from a different perspective. And after killing many Talbot, we contested Illidan, and turns out, you know, maybe we were prepared after all. Later
Oh,
on,
yeah, we were
we
prepared.
explored the coldest continent of
wrecked.
Azeroth. We arrived to Nordrend via boat of Zeppelin, and we started hearing about the presence of the Lich King. We became
The
masters
Lich
of
King.
vehicles. And if you're like me, indeed press that red button.
Yeah, you gotta get the
Oops.
achievement.
All to prepare ourselves for the ultimate combat and defeat the Lich King on top of Icecream Citadel.
Alright.
You know, as you heard earlier from our executive producer
Ice Cream
Holly,
Citadel.
our journey will continue into Cataclysm
That's a real
Classic in
thing.
2024. The Classic journey started with you
Dude, these captions. I
as a
love
love
them.
letter to the WoW community. We asked what you wanted. You responded
See,
to
people
us.
said Kata.
Listen.
People would say,
And
yo,
as we
you
move
naturally
onward,
go to
we look
Kata.
bring new
That's where we
classic
go.
experiences to life. Kata and beyond. We're driven by smart changes as informed by you. So this is Kata for you.
And when they send out the
But
do you want
before we talk
Pandaria,
about all the
everyone's
changes
checking
that
that
we're bringing
box.
to Cataclysm Classic, let's talk about some of the features that will be returning as your journey to the new level cap to 85.
Goblins
So,
and Morgans.
Goblins will be joining the Horde. Worgans will be joining the Alliance. Worgans, go! Cataclysm also unlocks a bigger combination of classes and races.
That
For
was a
players
good
that like to play as a Knight of
Torn
Mage,
Paladin.
your time is now. Transmogs are coming back into Cataclysm. Start getting those ideas ready
Thank
for your
goodness.
next transmog contest.
Thank goodness.
For the explorers, there's also where archaeology makes its debut. And for our PvP fans,
Yes,
rated backgrounds are
archaeology.
coming back. Yeah, love PvP.
Rated BGs.
The world will be changed after sharding of Deathwing. No giant swords just yet, but big changes to Azeroth nonetheless. Along
Yeah,
with
no sword.
graphics improvements,
It's gonna have stuff with
thousands
it.
of new quests await you across different continents. And of course, you will also be able to unlock flying Azeroth.
That's the
As
best.
the world changes, it comes with some of the most iconic dungeons and raids that you have ever experienced. All in all, this comes with 5 new zones, 10 new dungeons, and 7 new raids. And speaking of those raids,
People are mentioning the 7, okay? People are mentioning the 7, okay? Hold up. Let's look. Hold up. Because now I have the ability. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's 7? Are we getting the Abyssal Maw? Someone was saying it's the last raid. No, it was gonna be with Fireland. The water raid? Maybe. Maybe. That slide. Let's go look. That slide.
Cataclysm had a hugely varied opening tiers, 5 new zones, 10 new dungeons, and 7 new raids.
7.
And speaking of those raids, Cataclysm had a hugely varied opening tiers of raiding, including Bastion of Twilight, where after defeating our 2-headed mage Trugal, a surprise appearance from Sinestra awaits. Later, we will venture into Firelands, soaring through rings of fire against Alice Razor, and seeing Ragnaros take his first baby steps. They grow up so quickly.
Ragnaros.
This is just some of what we
Stepping
know,
up.
but what are we bringing new to Classic? What's new for Cataclysm Classic? We have seen a ton of positive feedback in the community around the new Titan Rune dungeon system in Grad, or as you might know it as Heroic Plus, allowing
Heroic
you
Plus.
new deterministic opportunities to gear up. So we're excited to bring the spirit of those forwards into Cataclysm, for you to experience these new takes on Cataclysm dungeons. We will be making updates to the guild advancement system introduced in Cataclysm. We want to ensure that guilds that are on the smaller side are not left behind. In past
They're
years,
gonna fix the
we
cesspool
heard from
guild
you
problem.
about wanting to have collections UI in Classic. So we're happy to have introduced that in our final patch of Grad. And now transmogs will live in it too, and they're gonna be account-wide. So get all those alts together and get all
There
that
we go.
gear.
Collection
Classic gave us the
content in
opportunity
Classic
to
is
revisit
gonna
the
be a thing.
cadence at which we release content and patches. I think we all know when a patch has overstayed its welcome, which is why we're excited to announce that Cataclassic will be experienced at a faster rate, faster than the original. And with that, we're also making changes to the leveling speed for new characters to get to level 80. But
That'll be
these are
nice.
just some of the changes that are coming to Cataclysm Classic. We also have other topics of discussion in the team.
I'm making a
But
goblin.
as we said, WoW Classic started as a love letter to the community, and we continue to look to you and you to provide great feedback. So if you're here at Blizzcon, please swing by the Darkmoon Fair that is over there. There's a mailbox where you can submit any questions you have, and for those of you at home,
One day I'm gonna go to BlizzCon.
there's going to be open threads in all the WoW
bring
forums in
cheese
every
with me.
region, and we look forward for your thoughts about all things Classic. Thank you again for taking this journey with us as we venture forward into our
this is a good one.
mysterious future.
This is a
Speaking of the
good
amazing contributions from the community,
plan.
let's talk
for
about
Cata.
hardcore. Yeah, hardcore.
All right. So, are they gonna talk about the solo self-found mode yet?
So
for this
I
one?
have a question for people here. Who here has made it to level 16 hardcore?
Not me.
Yeah, that's very impressive. That's really, really impressive. But, okay, Who here has died before level 60 hardcore?
Yeah, that's me.
Me too. You and I, my friends, that has happened. But in fact, you're not alone. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You have joined the graveyard alongside
Hunter.
characters, including those
Warrior.
hunters.
Dude, dude, I died on Shaman. I feel so freaking bad.
And for our next informational data here,
Fucking Murlocs.
I do not have that
fucking
data
dead.
table for this, but let's take a look at some reenactments of the 3 most common environmental deaths in hardcore.
Murloc.
So, who else was looting that final mob and forgot to take a look at their breath meter? Or maybe you were too busy typing in the chat in Ironforge and became one with the Great Forge.
RIP. And then here we go.
Or you misjudged the distance and gravity gave you a moral reminder. I've been there.
RIP.
Yeah, I mean,
None of those are
these
mine,
are
though.
some dumb ways to die, you know, but on the opposite side, there are so much more heroic ways to die. And we have been super excited to see how players have engaged with our new feature, Duel to the Dead, Mokura. Yeah.
Oh, they're
We're
talking
very
about the
impressed by
thing.
Community events and all the players that have been brave enough to participate in them. It takes a lot. But you know, as Holly mentioned earlier today, we have a new optional rule set
That's
coming
wild.
to hardcore. So
That
we are
Mokura
excited to
tournament.
officially announce that Self-Found will be coming to hardcore in early 2024.
All right.
Yeah. Players
Or-
that opt into this mode won't be able to trade, use the mail, or use the action house until you reach max level. We hope that you join us to take on this new challenge. So yeah, on behalf of the Classic team, thank you so much for joining
Whoa,
us
wait,
on
wait,
Classic
wait.
Journeys
They
to
can't
produce
use the
action
mail?
house. Into this mode.
Yo, you can't even mail stuff to
On behalf
yourself.
of the Classic team, thank you so much for joining us on the Classic Journey.
No
so
bank
far.
alt.
And we can't wait to see you back in Azeroth. So now, I know everybody wants to hear more about the Season of Discovery, so I'm gonna bring in, my senior producer.
This is what I'm excited
Josh
for.
Greenfield. Thank you.
Discovery. That was great. Seven raids of Kata,
Wow,
you know?
look at this crowd.
The 7 raids
Hello,
of Kata?
Blizzcon. My name's Josh Greenfield, and I'm the senior game producer on WoW Classic. I'm here to talk to you today about our new season for a Classic World of Warcraft, Season of Discovery. Today, I'm going to give you an introduction and an overview of what our season is at a very high level, as well as giving you an
Yo,
idea
someone
of what our
trying to
major
kill me, though.
features are. After this overview, I'm going to hand things off to a few other Classic team members to dig into
Yo,
some
people
specifics
killed
about
me
what I'm going to cover.
in
So let's go
Loam.
ahead and jump in.
Wow.
So it seems fitting to start off talking about discoveries. It's in the name after all, so it seems pretty important to the season. When you first start a character in Season of Discovery, it'll look and feel identical to original World of Warcraft. You'll slay kobolds, you'll give
gonna
lazy
kill him.
peons a bonk, all the kind of normal things you do when starting fresh in World of Warcraft. When you get to around level 2, however, in the starter zone, your class trainer will offer you a new quest, and this is to go find your first rune. We'll talk about runes in a little bit
The
more. but
runes.
after
I should really be
the
paying
after
attention
that
to
intro
that.
quest, the game simply tells you, go find more. And that's kind of where discoveries come in. Discoveries are essentially secrets hidden throughout the game world.
Interesting.
They usually aren't quests in the traditional sense. There's nothing on your map to show them to you. This is Classic after all. And some may be as simple as a treasure coffer deep in a kobold mine, but many are small events kind of unto themselves, oftentimes requiring more than one player, a little bit of creativity, or some keen observation skills to obtain. One of the things we love about Azeroth is the sense of awe and wonder it inspires.
I
It's a
see, I'm just
massive
gonna go
world.
up here.
But due to the kind of solved nature of original WoW, it can sometimes feel a lot smaller than it did when we first started our adventures. Discoveries are a way to disrupt that a bit. Keep the world familiar, comfortable, but add enough new things to find to evoke that sense of adventure and exploration we first felt when we stepped foot in Azeroth. Beyond the next hill, deep in the next crypt or
Interesting.
cave, something exciting could be hidden. One other thing we love about Discoveries is this social and information sharing aspect.
That's cool.
For those first few weeks of each phase, we hope to find secret finding communities pop up, both in and out of game, as players scour Azeroth to find all these little hidden things. We can't wait to read general chat as players begin sharing what they found with each other in real time. We think that social and info sharing aspect is super exciting, and we can't wait to see how long it takes for all these little secrets to be found. In order to preserve this sense of discovery, we will not be holding a public beta or PTR for Season of Discovery.
Okay, but you will have some people play it.
Thank you, yeah.
You will do that, though.
We want day one of Season of Discovery to feel as fresh and full of surprises as we can. So we're taking a chance here to keep those first few weeks as exciting as possible. The last thing we'll say about Discoveries now is that we wanted to craft them in a way that really felt at home in original WoW. Many times when playtesting amongst ourselves, we find a new NPC or an object, and someone would hesitate and say, like, "Is this from 2004? Is this new?"
I'm excited,
like,
though. I'm excited. I'm just being a downer about that.
That's a great success.
For some reason,
the
it
idea
really
here
bugs me,
is that these things feel as like a natural part of Azeroth as it was at this point in WoW's history. Next, let's talk a little bit about level-banded content phases and what that means.
I'm sorry.
In essence, level hesitate and say, like, "Is this from 2004? Is this new?" And we're like, "Yeah, it's new. That's new to the season." And to us, that's a great success. The idea here is that these things feel as like a natural part of Azeroth as it was at this point in WoW's history.
Interesting.
Next, let's talk a little bit about level-banded content phases and what that means.
All right, this is going to be the
level-banded content phases are how we're going to approach the level-up journey in Season of Discovery. When we initially launch, the level cap in Season of Discovery will be level 25. After a number of weeks, the level cap will increase to a higher level for the next phase. So, why a level cap of 25 to start with? Well, our inspiration for this actually came from the WoW Classic Beta in 2019. We saw how much fun the game was when the level was capped at a lower level, and how players would find new and exciting talent and item combinations to optimize around. And this is something we've always looked back fondly on, and it's something we've wanted to sort of explore ever since. We also realized how approachable an initial lower level cap could be.
Yeah.
We talk a lot internally about approachability on WoW Classic and respecting players' time. There's a major goal of this level-banded approach to really give you a chance to get into it. One of the things we really consistently see on forums or social media too is it too late to start? And oftentimes we'll hear this literally within a day or two of a new release. And obviously, it's never too late to start playing Classic WoW. But as we've all, grown into additional responsibilities and found ourselves spending maybe a little less time playing games than we used to,
it'll be a lot
we can
more
definitely feel that
reasonable to just
sense
hit
of
a
kind of
lower
fear
cap.
of missing out or FOMO when we log in after a long week and see our friends 10 or 20 levels ahead of us. And for that, this level-banded approach is perfect. There will be plenty to do in each new leveling journey, from the quests and dungeons and battlegrounds we all know and love, to finding all the brand new things to discover across Azeroth. And then later on, leveling new alts to find all of their hidden discoveries as well.
Yeah, I may have
There's lots to do, but we're hoping that you
Classic.
won't ever feel that sense of being behind just because you couldn't play on a given day. We also plan to give a very sizable experience boost to the previous level band every time we raise the level cap.
Okay,
this
that's
is kind of
good.
similar to Joyous Journeys and Wrath Classic if you're familiar with that. So even if you miss a phase or once a level in all, you'll be able to catch up to your friends in no time. So the next thing we want to talk about is in-game at level cap. So when we kind of decided on this level-banded content approach, we had to kind of sit down and ask ourselves,
what do we turn into the
in-game
rate?
when the level cap is 25? And first, I think it
Scarlet
makes sense to talk a
Monastery
little bit
rates.
about our inspiration. And this is something we really keep coming
Next
back
one's
to a lot
40.
on Classic. Since this is a version of original WoW, we wanted to start out grounded in familiar locations and put the focus for the new stuff on fresh gameplay and mechanics in those iconic dungeons and locales. To that end, our first raid in Season of Discovery will be the iconic dungeon, Black Fathom Deeps, reimagined as a 10-player raid instance.
10 player. Yeah, 40 is going to be Scarlet Monastery. No shot at that.
Next, one of our main goals is to ensure that these are fully featured, deep, satisfying raids, and not simply the addition of a few mechanics to existing encounters as they were in 2004. All of these encounters are a
What
full
is the
ground-up
turtle gonna
redesign
do?
and should feel like proper raid encounters. And of course, with new raids comes lots of new loot.
Are they gonna be dropping epics, or are we just gonna be getting blues?
In addition to raids, we also really want to play up that PvP aspect. And as a result, we're planning to add several outdoor PvP events to the game as the level caps increase.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think I've heard about this with
Lastly,
Ash and
one
Bale.
of the things we're most excited about is where we go when we start getting to higher levels. We are leaving the door open to the possibility of completely new experiences and the prospects of exploring previously unfinished or unused locales for future raid and dungeon content.
Oh my god.
Level 60. I know, I'm excited too. I'm excited too.
Unused. Alright. Yeah, I gotta do it. I gotta play.
We think that level 25 is going to be full of great, memorable gameplay that feels right at home in original WoW. But this is just the first step, and we think the best is yet to
I'm gonna
come.
be a rogue tank.
So next, let's kind of change gears and talk about rune engraving a little bit. So this is one of the most exciting new things about Season of Discovery. One of the most consistent pieces of feedback we've gotten from previous iterations of original WoW, such as our Season of Mastery, is that many players would like to try some adjustments to their favorite class or spec. We really wanted to take a chance with Season of Discovery and go kind of wild here, and we did.
All right.
That's where rune engraving comes in. Rune engraving is a new skill that all Season of Discovery characters know automatically on character creation. Rune engraving allows you to gather, learn, and apply new class abilities directly to your
This
equipment,
is sweet.
kind of like enchants. In the initial 1 through 25 experience, you'll be able to discover runes in your chest, legs, and glove slots. And as the level cap increases, additional runes for other item slots will be discoverable over time. Once learned, runes are permanent and can be applied and reapplied to your gear at will, just out of combat.
That's awesome.
One of the most exciting things about these runes is that they exist completely outside of the talent system, meaning that you could very realistically splash in, damage abilities with a healing talent spec so you can solo a little bit better, or you could swap maybe to tanking ability runes to round out the tank spot in your 5-player group if you're missing one. You may also encounter previously faction-specific paladin and shaman buffs as runes, which helps bring some parity to each faction without those classes losing their unique flavor or the factions losing their unique flavor. In order to also streamline the talent system to go along with runes, we do plan to adjust the respec cost to be much more nominal in Season of Discovery, particularly at low levels.
All right, that's good.
And that's not all. That's not all. Who knows, maybe, just maybe, someday, you won't be constrained to just one talent spec in Season of
25
Discovery.
twinks.
Who knows? So,
Dual spec, though!
we've been playing this a ton internally. We've been having so much fun with it. It's everything we love about Classic, plus so much more.
Oh! He said the thing!
At this, I'd like to hand this off over to one of our lead
He said
software
the thing.
engineers, Nora Valletta, to talk about some
He
specific
said the
abilities
thing.
you may encounter on the different classes.
What a guy.
As well as to talk a bit about our PvP plans for Season of Discovery. Take it away, Nora.
Alright, there's gonna be secret content for me, but I'm gonna hear it out. Let's hear it out.
Thanks, Josh. Hey, Blizzcon. My name's Nora Valletta, and along with Anna, I'm a lead software engineer on WoW
All right.
Classic. There Thanks.
Alright, here we go.
There are over 100 runes in the 1 to 25 leveling bracket across all classes, and we'd love for you guys to
Okay.
go forth and discover them on your own. However, to give you an idea of what to expect, I have a few to share with you today. First things first, I want to share some of the things we had in mind when designing runes in Season of Discovery.
Alright.
One is to shake up the meta. Our seasonal content is a great opportunity to deliver WoW Classic, but with a twist. With our non-seasonal content, we try to deliver a classic experience close to the original. But with seasons, we have the freedom to experiment with what-if scenarios, such as, what if rogues could tank? What if paladins did have a taunt?
There it is!
On that point,
What if paladins had
we
a taunt?
wanted to introduce abilities such that each class has something special. Something that other classes can point to and go, dang, that's so cool. I wish I could do that.
Good.
Many of the runes you find are greatest hits remixes of popular abilities from various WoW expansions, so many of them will be familiar to you. That said, some of these familiar abilities may actually behave a little differently than you remember. Some spells and abilities you'll discover have never been introduced before in any WoW expansion. For these, we were careful to make sure they were an appropriate fit for class fantasy. Most importantly, we want Classic to continue to feel like Classic. Many of the iconic spells and abilities you've seen in various WoW expansions feel fitting for that expansion or fitting for modern WoW, but would feel out of place in Classic, so we tried to avoid introducing anything with a too modern feel and made adjustments wherever it made sense. Anyways, enough of that. Let's take a sneak peek at some of the
they're using meta for Warlock, though. That's not a classic.
In Season of Discovery, you have an interrupt called Skull Bash, which can be used in cat or bear form. Fury of Storm Rage removes the mana cost of Wrath. Dealing damage with Wrath has a chance to make your next healing touch instant. Wild Growth applies a heal over time effect to your target and up to 5 nearby party members. Hello, Hunters.
Wild Growth is a big
Beast Mastery will increase your pet's damage, health, and focus regen. Growl is now a proper taunt. Explosive Shot is a ranged damage over time ability. And Lone Wolf gives you a damage boost if you have no active pet. Pair this with dual wielding, and you've got yourself a mean melee hunter.
Melee hunter, there it is.
Mages.
Beastmaster being a Beastmaster.
Ice Lance is an instant frost spell that deals triple damage to frozen
targets. Oh my god, they're giving mages Ice Lance.
Living Flame causes flames to erupt and chase a nearby enemy, leaving a burning trail in its wake. And Regeneration is a heal, which marks your target with a temporal beacon. Another rune ability called Rewind Time will heal the damage taken over the previous 5 seconds.
Apparently that feels like Classic, alright.
You can heal other people with this, by the way, not just yourself, so I hope you've made room on your roster for mage healers. Paladins.
It's like a Dis Mage?
In WoW Classic, they don't have a taunt, but here it is in Season of Discovery.
Hand of Reckoning.
Hand of Reckoning is your taunt. Knowing this ability will also increase the threat bonus of Righteous Fury and cause you to gain mana when healed by other players. Crusader Strike is a weapon attack.
Alright, we make you a functional paladin.
It's a weapon attack which costs no additional mana and instead regenerates your mana slightly with each hit.
Oh my god, paladins are playable!
Activated to cause melee attacks to strike other nearby targets. You'll lose health when inflicting damage with this.
Yo!
However, nearby party members will gain mana based on the damage you take.
Yo!
Priests.
Paladins are legit.
You can channel Penance to heal nearby friendly targets or deal damage to enemy targets.
You want a Penance?
Prayer of Mending heals your target the next time they take damage or receive healing. Afterwards, it'll bounce to another friendly player.
Dude, that seemed like such a weird
nearby.
qualifier. We want the spells that we had to feel like class. No, these
animates 3 miniature copies of your character, which will attack your target with a mace, a sword, and an axe, reducing their attack speed, attack power, and armor, respectively.
What?
Rogues.
Instead of a Shadow Fiend, they give you minis.
Shadow Strike allows you to teleport behind your target and strike for a nice big chunk of damage.
Alright.
Envenom is a finishing move. It deals poison damage based on your deadly poison
Here's
doses on the
assassination,
target,
there's subtlety.
and also increases the frequency of applying instant poison for some time afterwards. Just a Flesh Wound is our Rogue Tank ability. You generate way more threat, you take reduced physical damage, while Blade Dance is active, you're less likely to be critically hit by melee attacks, and your Feint ability turns into a taunt called Tease.
Tease.
Shamans.
I'm gonna tease them.
Lava Lash deals offhand weapon damage.
Alright.
Offhand. In Season of Discovery, Enhancement Shamans can dual wield with the help of another rune, not pictured here. Happy hunting. Healing Rain is a gradual AoE heal which can be placed on the ground, or on a lamppost, or on the ceiling.
Yep.
Way of Earth allows you to perform the coveted role of Shaman Tank.
There it is.
With this, you'll deal increased threat, you'll take less damage, and Earth Shock becomes your taunt.
There it is. Way of Earth Shaman.
Haunt deals damage, increases all shadow damage you deal to the target, and heals you for the damage it dealt once it's
They filling out every
expires.
role of the class.
Chaos Bolt sends a big beefy bolt
Destro.
of fire at the enemy. It always hits, it can't be resisted, and it causes all of your fire spells to pierce through absorption effects.
Oh my god, Chaos
And
Bolt. Where's that
Metamorphosis.
Chaos Bolt? And Demonology. See, there's no way this feels like a classic ability. Let's come on.
Similar to a druid's bear form, increasing your armor and reducing your chance to be
But
critically
it
hit.
feels fine. It
Searing
literally
Flame becomes
feels fine. I'm not even
instant,
saying it's
Battle Bolt
wrong.
becomes a
but-
melee cleave, and Curse of Recklessness is your taunt. Warriors.
Curse of Recklessness is your taunt.
Victory Rush is a weapon attack that can be used after killing an enemy. It
Oh
will
my
heal
God.
you for a certain percentage of your health. Devastate will cause your Sunder armor to deal main hand weapon damage, increased for each stack of Sunder armor already on the
There
target.
it is, dude.
And
Threat
Raging Blow is a vicious strike that deals heavy
Gone.
damage, but can only be used
Threat
while enraged.
for the win.
Now this is just a taste of all the abilities coming to classes
Caring
in
about
Season
Threat
of
is gone.
Discovery. And really, bottom line, we want everyone to feel OP.
Oh, look at that. Making warriors less OP? No. Making everyone OP. Yes.
Anyways, enough about runes. Let's instead turn our attention to the ancient forest of Ashenvale in northern Kalimdor. Ashenvale is known for its beauty, its rich natural
The end game
resources,
zone.
and its role as a hotly contested territory between the Horde and the Alliance. In Season of Discovery, earning kills while in Ashenvale will trigger a zone-wide PvP event. During this event, a leader will appear in the zone for each faction, a Farseer
Oh.
for the Horde, and a Priestess of the Moon for the Alliance. Your objective is simple. It's to defeat the enemy leader. Now this is easier said
Simple.
than done. These leaders are tough, so you'll have to work together to take them out. In addition to the main camps where those faction leaders reside, various other camps will spawn across the zone for each faction.
That's
The
cool.
Priestess of the Moon and the Farseer are each buffed by respective leaders in those smaller camps. The more of those small camps
Ashenvale
you can
Valley.
take out, the weaker your enemy's faction leader will become. Sounds familiar. It's much like Alterac Valley.
Ashenvale
This
that
event
Valley.
is an
Let's
awesome way
go.
to earn honor, as well as
like
reputation
this.
with Warsong Gulch factions, which allows you to unlock some of the best level 25 gear in the game. You'll also be able to earn a mount, which you can actually use at level 25, but only in Ashenvale. It will increase your speed by 50%, giving you the extra boost you need to seek and destroy the enemy. So, come kick some ash in Ashenvale. I'll see you there.
Dude, what is up with people killing an AFK person? Alliance got
Anyways,
no
I've done enough
freaking.
talking. It's time for me to pass things off to Tim, who's
honor.
going to talk to you about raids and the PvE endgame.
I'm hearthing outta
Take
here.
it away, Tim.
I thought I could just sit in Loam. Alright, I thought I could just sit while I watched
Thank
this.
you, Nora. Hey, Blizzcon! My name is Tim Jones, and I'm
Right.
the assistant lead designer on World of Warcraft Classic.
Here
Woo!
we go. What we got
The
going on
multiplayer
here?
content is the heart of World of Warcraft. Whether we're questing together, running a dungeon, crafting an item for a friend, or chatting in guild about where to find that new metamorphosis rune for Warlock.
Yeah.
WoW offers one of the richest multiplayer experiences across all of gaming. And Season of Discovery aims to deliver on providing new group content that's both challenging and rewarding. Now first, I want
So
everyone
wait,
to
how
take a
many
moment
tanks
with
we
me
got?
and imagine, alongside the Zorm Strand on Ashenvale's north coast, lies the ruins of an ancient elven temple to the goddess Elune. Evil stirs within, drawing the likes of the Naga and the Twilight's Hammer in
6.
search of power and anything that could hasten the coming of the old gods. You know, maybe you've been here before, maybe not. No matter your familiarity with this place, it's hard
Oh, I
not to be
remember it.
drawn in by the mystique, the rich art, the level design, as well as the robust creature and spell ecology of Black Fathom Deeps.
Yeah,
Now,
robust.
on the classic team, we couldn't help but ask ourselves, could
6
this amazing
different
location
tanks
be more than
in
just
classic.
a 5-player dungeon?
Paladin,
So
warrior,
excited,
druid.
get your
rogue,
level 25
warlock, shaman,
Prebus, equip your runes, find 9 of your best friends, and get ready.
rogue.
The classic team is proud to announce level up raids.
Warlock Vengeance.
New instance challenges for raid groups to experience the
Shamanist
max
DK.
level for each of Season of Discovery's content bands. Woo! You know, at level 25, Black
But
Fathom
only
Deeps
5
is the first level up
action.
raid that you'll experience in Season of Discovery. You know, groups should be easy to form. Grab a couple tanks and healers, make a party of 10, you're good to go. God knows, everyone and their mom can tank and heal in Season of Discovery now, so that shouldn't be a problem. And content phases in Season of Discovery won't be as long as traditional classic expansion patches either. And we want you to have as many opportunities to explore and plunder the riches within.
3-day
As such,
lockouts?
Black Fathom will offer a 3-day lockout, much like the raid Zul'Gurub.
7.
You know, the story's the same. The location and creatures may be familiar to some, but the challenges and rewards are brand new. 7 new bosses are here to both entertain and test your skills.
New bosses?
How could we not make raid content without new loot? Existing quests and rewards have also been updated for the raid as well.
This is gonna be interesting.
And you'll even be able to find secrets within the raid. Can you solve the mystery of the Twilight Artisan? Can you find the recipes for Black Fathom sharpening stones and wizard oil? And will you be the first group to access the new world buff, Boon of Black Fathom? Ooh.
That orb, dude. That orb!
Okay. I love your guys' enthusiasm. This is amazing. Let's peek behind the curtain at what challenges await players in Black Fathom, you know, or as we affectionately call it, BFD, not to be confused with BRD or BFA or BWL or BWD. You guys get the idea.
Yeah, we know BFD.
Baron
Everyone
Aquinas
knows BFD.
guards the entrance. No longer a simple quest NPC. You must challenge his elemental lieutenants that inhabit the Fathom Stones and defeat him. And in doing so, you may face off against Aquinas himself.
The jumping
atop
puzzle.
The infamous jumping puzzle. You know, and jump you must to get
10
in range of the
people
Baron,
jumping
but
around.
beware both the boss and your teammates, because there are many a peril that may knock you off. In all honesty, this boss is lightly
Oh my
tuned,
God.
and there are some hidden power-ups below the water to help you return to the platform.
Interesting. Gamura, look at him, dude.
Next off, you must face against Gamura, the fearsome turtle that's been swimming in the enchanted waters
Oh,
of
yeah,
the deeps
dude.
for a long, long
That's gotta have an epic
You know,
shield, dude.
exposure to these energies has granted her both power and size, but most importantly, she's now protected by a magical barrier that protects her against almost any attack. Break through this barrier and start blasting for massive damage. Get your orange parse.
Dude, they giving them real
Now, all this
mechanics.
commotion will bring
Classic
the
with
attention
real
of
mechanics.
Cerebus, a powerful and
10
reckless
players.
Naga sea witch who commands a legion of Black
This is
Fathom
great.
elite
It being 10
Indian
players is great.
She is a formidable foe that will overwhelm you unless you find a way to turn her own spells against her and her minions.
Right?
No, these 3 bosses round out the prologue of Black Fathom Deeps, and in all 3 are available to fight in our demo in Hall D. Check it out.
I thought we were figuring out secrets. Together.
And that's not it.
Yellowhast.
Witness the corruption of Gellyhast and take on the march of the Void
Murloc.
Murlocs. Break
The
past
Void
Lorgus
Murlocs.
Jet's magical barriers and corrupted totems.
Lorgus Jet.
Conquer
Oh,
your
I remember
dreams
that
as you
boss.
challenge Twilight Lord
And
Kelris.
Kelris is the
And
one in the big
good
thing,
luck
and then
against the giant Void
Aquamai.
Hydra. Seriously, you're going to need it.
Void Hydra.
And not to forget, there will be glittering prizes awaiting you.
Okay, so it's
including
not
some of
epics,
these
it's
fancy items.
blues.
Now, telling you all this is great, but I think we'd rather just show you. So it is my pleasure to provide a quick sneak
Clan
peek
weaving
video
tunic.
of the raid, edited by the team itself, as though it was pulled straight from a community website in 2005. Please take a look.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, that looks like way back in the years. The void aches. Those gotta be a part of the fight. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is like the ZG one. Oh my god, this is like the Blackwing Lair one. Oh my god, it does feel like it. The jumping! Break the barrier! Oh my god, the Warlock's tanking! Okay, the Warlock's the off tank, Shaman main tank. Look at that. Oh my god, dude. Alright, Shaman main tank. That's me. Shaman main tank, let's go. Get some Warlock to be my off tank, and then Earthshock! Earthshock! Oh my god. That was good. They literally made it like a vintage one.
So that's it for today, guys. We're looking forward to... Oh, okay. That shouldn't be here. That should definitely...
Oh, shit! That's the Crips, baby.
Oops.
Maybe we're going to have a 30. Maybe we're going to go up by 5 levels to the new raid.
That's it for today.
Oh, my God. I'm in.
Team, and
November 30th.
Top,
let's go.
Nothing that we do in WoW Classic would be possible without...
Oh, my God. That got me so pumped for this.
Voice. Thank you so much for making the dream of WoW Classic and all the experiences we're working on a reality.
Oh my god, I'm so down. I'm turbo down for this. I'm gonna be a classic Andy now.
We can't wait to see
I need to get on a good
else
server
we
for
have in
this.
store for the future. We can't wait for you to see. So please stay tuned for Hearthstone, what's next, coming up right after this. And we hope you have enjoyed this look ahead at what's next for WoW Classic. I want to reiterate, this is just a taste of all that you're going to uncover in Season of Discovery. And for those of you here at BlizzCon, we hope you get to take on the first 3 bosses of our Black Fathom Deeps raid on the show.
I'm jelly. I'm jelly of them. That's the main thing.
We're so excited for you to experience it when Season of Discovery launches worldwide in just a few short weeks on November 30th.
All right, I'm going on vacation. All right, that was the react. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.